time to get this show started. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Back to work tomorrow. How about you?
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta go back in there, do what the boss man says,
Mm-hmm.
deal with all their bull.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a video game, what you need to do is you need to get to like the final boss, and you need to take their spot, so you don't have a boss to boss you around.
I wish I could get to the final boss, but I've been playing for 11 years. Can't get to the final boss.
That
It's
sounds
crazy.
sounds like that Superman game you were talking about. Can't even
Right.
get past level 2.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
for Nintendo 64.
For the 64, yep. Superman for the 64.
So if you had to pick a favorite game for Nintendo 64, what would it be?
It'd have to be Mario Kart.
Mario Kart? Yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna say that's probably my top. Super Mario Kart was good on Super Nintendo. Or I
That's
guess
got
I
to be
should start
number
over.
one for everybody, I feel like.
But yeah, I would have to agree. My personal favorite would be Mario Kart for Nintendo 64,
Yeah.
and that's just a hair above GoldenEye.
I feel like everybody says GoldenEye is their number one for 64.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like battle games where you're just trying to kill your, best friend, your sibling, or whatever. I mean, that's
Right.
probably the best way to do it as a kid. But as far as shoot 'em up games, that was my favorite. You had the missions you can go on, which was great. But honestly,
You
I
had to
spent,
upgrade your guns,
Mhm.
find the ammo.
yeah, I mean,
So it was pretty fun.
yeah, I mean, I think it was probably some of the best fun that I had. Like when you get into like multiplayer, once you unlock all the codes and everything, you can go into where you do like just like hand slaps, but you turn up the lethality.
Oh, see, I didn't know about the hand slaps.
Yeah, you can actually go into the settings, and you can make it to where like any weapon is like a one shot, one kill.
Yeah.
So you can literally just go and like slap and
Oh,
KO somebody from a slap.
okay.
Yeah, and then you have like lasers.
So that's a little past my, kind of prime. Because I played the game, but I didn't know about all those little secret, like,
Mhm.
cheat codes or little
Yeah.
secret, missions or whatever they call them nowadays.
hmm
I didn't know you could do all that stuff.
Yeah, there's all types of cool stuff once you unlocked all the cheats. But you can go on the battle. You can, turn down the lethality. You can turn it up to where, like I said, any weapon was a one shot, one kill. Whether it was
Okay.
like a revolver that shot really slow, if it was the throwing knives, literally all you had to do was have one shot or one hit.
Oh, wow.
Or you can just set it to like grenade launchers. You can do like lasers only. There's a lot of really cool settings on it, but it was really cool because the way you played it, you had like your portion of the screen. If it was like 4-player,
Yeah.
you have it broken up into like 4 quadrants,
Oh, yeah.
which was pretty cool. And you're looking at your screen, but secretly,
Until the person looked on your screen and saw where you were going, and
yeah, exactly.
they knew you were getting close, so they tried to run away.
Yeah, I'd say I probably spent like half of my time looking at my screen, knowing where I'm at, then looking at where everybody else is at. I'm like, okay, well, there's my brother. Let me go creep up on him and shoot him.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where like the technology was limited back in the late 90s when they came out with it. But what I thought would have been cool is if they would have had like a special set of glasses for multiplayer where your glasses worked on screen 1, player 2 had a set of glasses that worked on his. So this way you couldn't cheat that way, seeing where everybody else was.
Right. But
This
this
way-
was the 90s, so
Yeah,
they didn't
I
have
mean-
that kind of stuff then.
For the 90s, it was pretty cool either way.
Nowadays, they could probably do that.
Yeah, and it would be a lot cooler where you're not really knowing where everybody is, and
Yeah.
and this way you're a little bit concerned. So imagine like if you had it broken up to where you can only see your screen. Now you're creeping around that corner like, oh, somebody waiting for me.
Kind of like when they made Halo, they broke it down,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people they made makeshift, they put cardboard in between half the screen,
Just so you couldn't
and
see.
the first player would sit on the couch
Uh-huh.
and see his. The second player would sit on the floor and see his.
Mm-hmm. That's
And,
pretty cool.
Yeah.
But now that gaming's gone online, everybody's just doing it from their house. So you're at your house, somebody else is at their house.
Right. Which
You know,
I
now
feel
you don't
like
have to worry about
diminishes it. It's not as fun now.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, you have mics and you can hear and talk to people, but it's a little bit different than looking at somebody after you just whooped them in Mario Kart, like, gotcha, bitch.
right. Like, back in the day, it could have been like the four of us sitting in a room
Mm-hmm.
playing Halo or whatever,
Yeah.
just all together right there. And we're watching the same screen and just having the time of our lives. Like,
Mm-hmm. You know, the funny part about, like, when I would play Mario Kart, like, I'm not trying to brag too much, but that's one game that I rarely lose at. I'm not good at it. And
I'm the same way.
the downside about that is you get to where you're really good and you want to play other people so you can put a whooping to them. But, you know, once people realize they can't win, they're like, fuck this game. I don't want to play no more.
Right. No, I'm the same way. I'm great at that game. But then I introduced my daughter into that game. You know, she's almost 10 now.
Yeah.
So she's getting to where she can do, like, she comprehends, like, how to do all of it, even on the old games, new games, no matter what. There was one time she almost beat me.
Really?
Yeah.
Almost?
Yeah, almost beat me. And, like, I guess she thought I was going to let her win. And there was a couple times I'd, like, you know, back off, you know, kind of let her get ahead. And then I'd go full speed past her. There was one time she almost beat me.
Almost.
And I was like, I can't have that.
Not in
There's
my house.
There's no way I'm going to let my daughter beat me.
Yeah, you sound
I
like
was-
a member of Cobra Kai. No mercy.
Right. I was like, no. I was like, I love her to death. That's my baby. But I was like, nope. I was
Nope.
like, you're not going to beat me in Mario Kart.
You're not going to give her the daughter win?
No.
No? She's
No.
got to work for it.
What is that going to teach her? If I
true.
let her win, what does that teach her?
Yeah, that's a participation award right there.
Right. And you can't do that. That's ruined kids here recently. You can't do that. They have to earn that win.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say, she would earn that win if I couldn't come back.
Mm-hmm. And you know, the way we grew up, it was like, you know what? Usually the older sibling played more and they were better.
Right.
And the younger sibling, you just took the L and you kept playing. And what you took away from that was you just got to keep playing. You got to keep getting better. You got to be on the grind.
Right. You
And then
got
at
to
some
know
point-
what to do. Like, it teaches you to be better.
Yeah. And that's how it was for me and my brother. My brother played a lot more video games than I did. So most games, he started out way better than me. And I'll use Mario Kart as an example. He was way better.
He's
initially.
older?
Yeah, he's older. He played more.
By how much?
2.5 years.
2.5? Okay. So that's...
But, you know, I played outside more. He played more on the video games. But I got to the point where if I really liked the game, like Mario Kart or GoldenEye, I'll just keep playing until I got to the point that I was better and I overtook him.
Oh.
And then once I overtook him and I'd win all the time, he would be the one not wanting to play. But let's play another fucking game.
Or he'd, like, quit halfway through, be like, oh, this is bull. And...
You know, the craziest part about playing some of those games as a kid in the 90s was how some people would say, oh, the game's cheating for you. How is the fucking game cheating for you? How does
Right.
that
How
even happen?
does the game cheat for you?
Yeah. So, oh, you keep getting lucky with red shells or this or that or whatever. No, it doesn't work. Here, let's trade remote controls then. If you think it's playing for player number one,
Right.
if you think the game is catering to player number one, here's player number one. I'll be player number two.
No. Still player number 2? Or is you got a better character?
Yeah,
Back then, the characters didn't have any stats.
yeah,
So it didn't matter what character you had. Mm-hmm. Like Mario Kart, like, one person could have, like, Princess Peach. One could have Bowser.
yeah.
There's no different stats between them. What is it? Now you can have a kite. Mm-hmm. Like, you jump off a cliff. Now
Yeah,
a
and
kite
you're like
comes
hang
up.
gliding and
Like, what is that? Like,
yeah.
that's
They-
not how we grew up playing it.
No.
We just grew up on a regular track until you got to Rainbow Road.
Yes.
That was the worst track. I
Well,
hated Rainbow Road.
it depends on if you know how to navigate it. If you know how to get to that jump and turn left, you get a half a lap ahead of your opponent. Yeah, then you're doing something right. But if you miss the racetrack, now you're going to be held back and you have to start all the way over. And now you're
Right.
about a quarter lap behind somebody.
Nowadays, they just like, you can buy an achievement. You can buy a new level.
Mm-hmm.
You can do all kinds of stuff nowadays. And I'm like,
Yeah, all we could buy back then was the guide that taught you how to get through the levels and maybe unlock some of the cheat codes.
And you'd be lucky if you got that guide because the games are already expensive.
Yeah.
And if you got lucky, they'd buy you the game.
Mm-hmm.
If not, you'd have to go to your friend's house to go play it.
And that's how it was. At this person's house, they had XYZ game. Like at my house, we had GoldenEye, we had Mario Kart. And then at somebody else's house, we had like Wave Race or, Donkey Kong or something else. So depending on what game you wanted to play, that's whose house everybody would be at. And that would be the house where you look at the front yard, you got all the bike laying out.
That's where you knew everybody was at.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And one of the biggest lies we told ourselves when the Nintendo 64 came out was that the graphics were awesome, especially on GoldenEye.
At the time, they were.
They were, but if you look back at them, man, they're like blurry, distorted bodies. They're blocky, like whenever.
Blocky as hell, like.
And I remember thinking back to like that Tomb Raider game. Remember Tomb Raider with Lara Croft?
Oh, and she had like the pyramid boobies.
Yeah, it looked like two pyramids or obelisks.
Yeah.
It's like, man, like she could pop a balloon with them things.
And then it was like, oh, that was the first game they ever made to represent the character that portrayed her in a movie.
Yeah.
And that was what, Angelina Jolie?
Yeah.
And so Angelina Jolie played the movie. Then all of a sudden, the game changed the format to make it look like her. And everybody's like, oh, who else has done that? I'm like, how many options have you had to do that?
Exactly.
I had a buddy of mine who's like, yeah, that was one of the best games, and she's one of the best actresses because of that situation. They changed the game to make it look like her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but how many other options have you had for that situation?
Yeah, if you think about it, look at it, GoldenEye, for example. The movie came out first, so when they made the video game, they made the characters based off of who was in the movie playing the roles. Right. Pierce Brosnan, for example.
Pierce Brosnan was the closest looking one for that.
And then, to your point, Tomb Raider, the game was out. Then they made the movies, and they're like, you know what? Angelina Jolie, that is Tomb Raider.
Right. And I'm not hating on that.
No.
But I'm not saying she's the reason for that game's success. She has a big part of it. But she's not the reason for the success of that game.
Yeah.
The game was already kind of big before they brought her in. What else did I play back then? I played a NASCAR game.
I remember NASCAR.
Where it was Dale Earnhardt on the cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have that one.
Yeah, that was like NASCAR 98 or something like that. I remember the commercials for it. They had the number 3 car doing a donut, and you hear the... EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was badass. I mean, that was like the most wannabe 3-dimensional car.
Yeah.
Blocky as fuck doing donuts, but it was pretty fucking cool.
Dude, anybody that got on that game was going for Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah.
And they would be so mad if they didn't get him. Yeah.
Did you ever play any of the wrestling games for the Nintendo 64?
I think I did once or twice at my brother's house. Not like religiously like I did at my house.
Yeah.
So I think I played it a couple times over at my brother's.
Yeah.
And I think that's what got me into wrestling was doing all that stuff with him. But I never had a wrestling game myself until I was in probably high school.
Well, we had one of the WWF wrestling games, and what was cool about this one was you can actually go in and create a character.
Yeah.
You can change their body type, skin color, facial hair.
Pretty much make it you.
Make it you or more importantly, somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
So, when you're a kid and, you have, either bullies or, friends that you're beefing with, neighbors that are yelling at you because you're running through the yard, you can turn them into a character.
And you just go beat them up.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, some of our friends... we had James up in there. We had Carlos up in there. And if we were mad at Carlos one day, you just make him into a character and,
and then
suplex.
Just go beat him up.
Yeah. Let's throw him in the ropes. Let's throw him in the corner. Jab, punch, kick. Throw him out of the ring. It was so much fun.
Yeah, do a sumo plex. Like.
Yeah, there was this one guy that used to go through the neighborhood. His name was, and he would come through and just kind of talk trash to all the kids in the neighborhood.
Mm. I'm assuming
Know,
older than.
oh yeah, this guy, he was a grown guy.
Oh,
Yeah, he was a
okay.
grown
He was
guy.
a man.
Yeah, this
I
was a
guess
grown
you
man,
would
and
say.
he just would talk trash to all the kids. My house was the house that all the kids would go to because we had a basketball goal in the driveway.
Mm.
So he would walk by, a couple times a week and just start talking trash. Oh, you're garbage. You're gonna miss that shot. Just stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So we turned him into a character. We're like, this is a grown man. We're not gonna like get in his face or nothing. But,
Now on the game, you're gonna go beat him up.
oh yeah, we beat him up. We'd go in and do like a 4-way match, and we'd all just beat the shit out of him.
That's how you do it, right there.
So it turned into an inside joke with all the kids outside, where when we would see him walking down the street, we'd remember kicking his ass on the video game. So whatever shit he was talking that day, we would just laugh it off.
Just
like,
looking at him like you ain't shit. Like
as he's walking by, I'd be like, all right, we'll see you later.
Right.
In the video game.
Give us 30 minutes, you'll be sorry.
Yeah, let's just hook the RCA cables to the TV, real quick. Let's power this thing on. We'll go in there and we'll put a whooping on it.
That RCA cables, that's the red, yellow, white one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I never knew the name of them.
Yep, RCA.
Okay.
Yep. The other thing about the wrestling game, which was pretty cool, was, me and my brother, we fought all the time. Obviously your parents don't want you to fight and get in trouble and break shit in the house for wrestling.
Because y'all had the bunk beds, right?
Yeah, we had bunk beds, yeah. So I'd mess with him all the time. He'd mess with me. But how we would settle some of our beefs, we would just fight each other in the video game.
I mean, that's probably the best way to do it.
Mm-hmm. But even sometimes that led to escalation. Like I'd whoop his ass in the video game, and
then he gets mad in real life.
Yeah, and then we just punch the other person. Yeah, like you may have beat me in this game, but I'm gonna beat your ass afterwards.
But if you think about it, if you were mad in real life, went to the video game, and then it went back to real life,
mm-hmm.
At least there was a little bit of separation.
Yeah, a little less, physical contact.
Right. So it probably calmed down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, you got hit if you beat him.
Yeah.
You probably didn't get hit as hard if y'all didn't play the game.
Yeah, exactly.